Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Samira. Welcome to an interesting tutorial today. In today's video, I will be sharing with you guys how I made this beautiful sheep dress or boo dress with ruffle. So if this is something you like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, your family members, and also ask them to also watch this particular tutorial down to the end. You can also drop your comments on the comment section. So guys, I will be achieving this beautiful style with this Dutchess fabric, 1.5 yards of it, and the pink fabric is a small piece of a Dutchess material. That's what I'm going to use to align on the neckline, and it's going to also appear at the edge of the dress. That's what I'm going to use and do the ruffle. Please let's get started now with our tutorial for today. So these are my fabric that I will be needing for this style that I'm making today. So I'll be showing you guys how I'm going to fold my fabric into 4 pieces. The reason for that is because I'm going to cut the back and the front piece together. So I'm cutting it all together, the front and the back piece. So this is how to fold your fabric when cutting the front and the back piece together. So just keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end. So what I'll do now, after arranging it, that is after folding it into 4, I'll give a straight line for us to start our measurement. Okay, so that's the straight line that is going to guide us on how to take our measurement. My fabric circumference, which is the width, is by 14 inches. Okay, so I'm going to start by taking my measurement now. So I'm going to place my tape from the upper side and measure 4 inches for my neckline. So after that, I'm going to bring down my neck depth by 6 inches, and it's going to have a V shape in front. And as for my back depth neckline, I'm going to go down by 1 inch, 1.5 inch. Okay, so I'm going to give a curve for that, that is for the back neckline. After that, I will mark my shoulder. My shoulder divided by 2 is by 8 inches. At this point, I'm going to mark 1 inch, okay, to slope my shoulder. So that's the 1 inch that I'm marking to slope my shoulder. Remember, I'm cutting it all together. Okay, so to determine the length of my dress that I'm making, please, the length of my sleeve, so I'm going to just mark 6.5 inches for that. So after that, I'm going to mark my chest line by 7 inches. Okay, so I'll give a straight line for my chest line. So at this point, I will go ahead and mark 7 inches for the wideness of my sleeve. Just can be more than that, it all depends on your body size. So after that, I'll be measuring from my shoulder to my length of my dress, which is by 34 inches. So I will be measuring 44 inches now for my chest line. Okay, so please, on my chest line, I'm going to measure my bust measurement. That's where I'll be taking my bust measurement on my chest line. So it's by 44 inches. Alright, including my sewing allowance. At this point, I will mark from my shoulder to my half length by 15 inches. After that, I will go ahead now to mark 24 inches. That's for my hip length. Okay, so I'll be coming to my waistline now. So I'm going to mark 42 inches. Then I'll just mark 44 inches for my hip. Okay. So after that, on my hemline, I'm going to shape it a bit by 42 inches. I hope you are following up, guys. Yours should be like this when making your own. So at this point, I'll just connect it from my hemline to my bust line. So after that, I'll just go ahead now to cut it out after the connection. So guys, you can see that the style that we are making today is a unique style. All you need to do is for you to follow the procedure that we are using to cut this particular style that we are making today. So guys, don't forget to give this video more watch time. You can also click the red button under my video to subscribe now. You can share this tutorial with your loved ones. Please also ask them to also watch this particular tutorial down to the end, guys. And if you don't understand this particular style that we are cutting today, you need to watch this particular tutorial again, so you are going to get it. So guys, just keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end, guys. So we are still cutting it out. So I'm starting my cutting from my hemline. Okay, so guys, just follow this procedure that we are using to cut this style. You are going to get it. And you can also watch the other styles that I have on my channel. So give this video a thumbs up so that more people can get to see it and watch and also learn from it, guys. And if you have any question, suggestion, you can also drop it on the comment section. You can also drop your favorite parts. So at this point, I'll be cutting the front neckline. So what I'll do, I'm going to separate the back piece from the front fabric. So I'm going to just pull out the back piece out. Then I'm going to cut the front neckline. Don't forget the front neckline is a V shape in the front. So I'll just follow my chalk. I'll place my scissors on it. Then I'll just use my scissors to follow the chalk and cut it out. So it's going to have V shape in the front. So you can see how simple it is for you to cut this particular style that we are making today. So I'm going to also teach you guys how to attach. So when sewing my material, as you can see me on the video, I'll be pinning the back piece and pin it to my front shoulder, and that's how I'm going to also stitch it together to make it to firm. Okay, so this is how I'm going to run my stitch on it on my sewing machine when sewing it together. First, I will pin it together, guys. So now I'm going to also show you guys the material that I'll be using to make my ruffle. So I folded my fabric into two pieces, and after that I'll be measuring 4 inches for my circumference. So as you can see me doing on the video, so I'm trying to cut it out now. So this is the fabric that we are going to attach on the neck line. It's going to also appear at the bottom of our dress that we are making, that is the ruffle that we are making today. All right, so just keep on watching. This is the main thing I want to achieve here. First, I'll be measuring my neckline round. So what I have here after measuring it round is 28 inches. Okay, so after measuring it round, I'm going to have 28 inches. So what I will do now, I'll go ahead now to also measure 2.5 inches for my circumference of my fabric. That's the fabric that I'll be using. So I'm going to measure 2.5 inches for the circumference, which is the width, right? And the length, I'm going to measure double of it, 32 inches. That's what I'll be using to be on a safer side. Okay, So after that, I'll just go ahead now to pin it on my neckline. So I'm going to be pinning it all round to the end of my circumference of my neck line. So that's what I'm doing now on the video. As you can see the space that I gave from the pink fabric because I want it to relax well. So it's half inch. Okay, so I gave half inch. I go down by half inch for that. So I'll just take it all round. I'm going to pin it round. So once you get to the edge, that is the end of the circumference of your neckline, you are going to notch it at the edge of it so that when sewing it will relax, that it is going to sit well on the neckline. So you can see how simple it is to make this particular style that we are making today. So I'll keep on pinning it round to the end of the circumference of my neckline. And guys, you can give this video more watch time. You can give it a thumbs up so that more people can get to see this particular tutorial and learn from it. So after this, I'm going to head over to my sewing machine. Okay, so after that, I'm going to just go ahead to stitch it together, and you are going to make sure that the collar piece you have is well seated on the neck of the fabric. Okay, so this is how you are going to stitch it by half inch and cut out the excess that is remaining. So that's what I'm pointing at. So you are going to use your scissors to notch it so that it can relax. You can see how simple it is to cut and sew this particular style that we are making today. So guys, just keep on watching down to the end so that you can see the fitness of this outfit that we are making today, guys. So to join the body, I will be using 1 inch to stitch it together. For the ruffle, I'm going to also use half inch to stitch it together. So you can see how simple it is to make this style that we are making today, guys. So guys, I'm done. You can see how beautiful and simple my sheep dress with ruffle came out. I hope you had fun with me. You can hit the subscribe button to subscribe now, like and comment your favorite parts of this tutorial. Turn on the notification bell to get notified to see my next video. Remember, I love you all. I'll see you all in my next one.